This is the second presentation in this series on the GSI groundwater data. So what I have here is, just for the sake of brevity, I just have 6 sheets from that zip file. But you know, that's really just me, just to sort of not having too much clutter on the video, so I just picked out 6. So this, I'm just pretending this is the entire lot. If you were to download this file, you should have way more. What I want to do here is have a quick look at these now. So I'm on using a computer. For this particular presentation, I am using a computer that has Microsoft Office installed. So what I'm going to do here is just quickly have a look at my County Mayo datasets, CO Mayo, okay? And okay, so on the first page, what we have here is disclaimer and data explanation. If you just sort of read the tabs down at the bottom. So this is just actually what the information is about. Okay, Mayo AC 1 to 50 meters. Okay, Mayo AC 51 to 500 meters, and okay, Mayo AC 501 to 1 kilometer. Right. So essentially, what we have there is we have 3 data sets, and they're all on an Excel file. Okay, and what we want to do is import them into R. So they are in a directory. For this computer, they're in my home directory, or a subfolder of my home directory called GSI. So what I'm going to do here is go to R, and I'm going to just check the working directory. Now I actually have this checked already, so I'm just going to set it back to what it was, like when I opened it up. Okay, so that's what I get working directory. I'll make that a little bit bigger because it's no use squinting. Data editor, oops, what am I going for? GUI, edit GUI preferences. Just make that a little bit easier to read. I'll bring that up to 14. Okay, there we go, make it easier to read. So what I'm going to do there is, first off, now I'm just going to reverse what I did there. So I'm going to get working directory, and I want the GSI folder. So what I'm going to do is set working directory GSI, and what I'm going to do now is list the files. Okay, so when list files, just all the files that are available in this directory. Now when you do this, you should see way more files than I do. I only have a handful of little spreadsheets there, but you should have way more than that. So what I want to do is read in, I'm just going to sort of pick on County Mayo. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I want to read in that Excel file. Okay, so essentially what I have to do here, and this is important because I'm now using a machine that has Windows, and I'm going to, and in another video which I've actually made already, I'm using a machine that does not have Microsoft Office installed. Microsoft Office is important. So there is Microsoft Office on this machine. On another machine I have, I don't have Microsoft Office. That's important because these .xls and .xlsx files, they would presuppose that you, I mean, essentially it's easier if you have Microsoft Office to work installed. So we're going to discuss how to work around that later. But essentially what I want to do is I need to use a library called install packages. So what I'm going to do is install a package. Now I actually have this done already, so I'm not going to actually run this. Okay, but so essentially what you should do here is hit return, and that will upload install this package, and it's for reading in XLS files, Microsoft spreadsheet files. I'm not going to run that. I'm just going to comment that out because I have it running already. Okay, so XLSX, there we go. Okay, now just in case what might happen is you might get a little warning about RJava or something like that, or RJava not found. So you might get a little warning there, and I'll discuss that later on. But essentially, not having Microsoft Office is the problem, or contributes to the problem. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a look at my Mayo file again. So essentially we have sheet 1, which we're not going to use. I'm going to ignore sheet 1 altogether. Sheet 2, sheet 3, and sheet 4. Okay, so essentially 2, 3, and 4 are the sheets I'm going to work with. So I'm going to call the first one Mayo 2. Okay, and I'm going to read.xlsx. I'm going to county Mayo.xls, and I'm going to upload the second sheet. I'm going to call that Mayo 2. Okay, just watch out for capital letters and also the XLS and not XLSX. Okay, might take a second there because it's, you know, partly it might take a second here because I'm sort of running a lot of software simultaneously on this machine. But there, got it. Now, did that work? Dim Mayo 2. Okay, yeah, that did work. And I can do the same for 3 and 4, or sheets 3 and 4 as well. I won't bother just because of the sake of time. Now, I think I sort of mentioned this in the video I've made. I made the successor video for this already, and I came back to this one. But just what I might do is actually just as a workaround, in case you don't want to watch the next video, what I might do here is actually just, again, this is show you how to Mayo 2. Sorry, what I'm going to do is write .csv Mayo 2 as Mayo 2.csv. And what I'm going to do actually here is that will actually set up that will output a CSV file. Now, a CSV file. So I just actually see here, I've got a new CSV file, and a CSV file is like an open standard. Any computer software can read that. Just what I'm going to show you here is that's not it there. Just give it a second. That's Mayo, County Mayo. That's the spreadsheet. There we are. Now, just actually when you do that, it brings in the row names. So I'm just going to try this again. Something to do here. I'm just going to delete that. Now, just if I want to, there's nothing. They don't really. Those row names don't cause a problem really. But what I want to do is actually see if I can upload them, or like write. Without those row names. So row names equals false. Okay, let's try that again. Is it row names dot equals false? I should there we go. Sorry, I forgot that little dot there. Let's have a look at that again and see, does it come out like I hope it will come out. Let's see. I've accidentally shut it down. Open all files in GSI. Come on. Apologies, just a really slow machine. Oops, not wrong one. There we go. So, did it work? Open that up. Yeah, it worked. Perfect. That's great. That is my video made how to read an Excel file in. Just as a remark, there is another web package or R package called Excel Connect, and it's really good. It's just a bit too much for what we need here. So it's Excel C Connect. And that's another one for it's just be handy to read about it. If you're going to be using spreadsheets a lot, it might be one to read up on. Okay.